What's up, guys? This is Kiki. Today, as you can see, I got a beanie in my hand. We're going to be learning how to do head spins. Now, this move can be very dangerous, so I suggest you at least have some type of braking background before you try head spins. There's a lot of people that have hurt themselves. They've broken their neck because they don't know what they're doing. Make sure you have at least a good headstand. You know what I mean? You got to have your core muscles built up somewhat so you can, be able to balance on your head. So be very careful when you're practicing this move. It can be very dangerous. Do it at your own risk. So when I started head spins, I always started off using a beanie. Now people use helmets, which you can do. Be careful because you might end up building a bald spot or a callus. There's a lot of b-boys that do have that. So I use a beanie. So that's what I'm going to be using today. Now, when we're doing our head spins, the trick is it's all timing, okay? We're pushing off with our hands, also swinging with our legs and getting a good whip. So when I start off head spins, I suggest people to practice them this way. You're going onto your head. What you got to do, make sure you're very stable. Your hands are here. You have your weight balanced. And you want to start from here, this swing, and turn. Okay? So now what we're doing is our legs kick, hands push off, as you can see. Now, I don't suggest staying on your head for way too long when trying this move. You could get lightheaded. As you can see, I'm probably red right now from the blood rushing towards my head. So I suggest practicing them slow, tapping, and that tapping motion. But I'm going to teach you guys to do the motion, okay? So just mimic my movements, and I'm going to explain them for you. Now, when I do head spins, it's a lot harder to do head spins when your legs are straight up. I kind of keep like I'm sitting down. So if I'm on my head, my legs come down as I'm sitting down in a sitting position. Or say I'm like this, but on my head. Because that's where my center of balance is. There's people that have different ways of doing them. That's how I do my head spins. There's other variations, but this is the way that I was taught. So that's how I'm going to teach it. So when I'm teaching them, I always teach you have to get this swing here. This is a very important move. So if we're going counterclockwise, right leg comes to the left side, left leg is kind of upward, and we kick. And we catch again, okay? You want to practice that over and over and over again until you're able to find a flow within your head spins. Because you're not going to be able to do one and then try to drill a bunch of head spins all at once. It's not going to work that way. You have to be able to have good tap head spins before you can start floating your head spins and get a lot of them, you know what I mean? So practice that. Make sure you guys aren't throwing them so hard that you're not able to catch them, because you want a good tap, catch. Good tap, catch. So let me do a couple other variations for you guys. Ways that you should practice it. So if you're barely learning, practice it like this. Get that motion first, okay? See how even I go off balance when I'm teaching it. It's a lot harder to try it for me, just tapping and barely moving. But whatever it takes for you guys to get it down, like I said, be careful when you're practicing this move. I'm going to do a couple of them fast for you guys. Like remember I said you can't use a helmet, usually not a bike helmet. You never want to use those because those are more oval. So like a skateboard helmet or a BMX helmet, these are good to practice your head spins. I don't like using these, to be honest, because think about it. You're at a competition, you come in and do head spins, and you're wearing this. It doesn't look cool. So I don't use helmets. Now that's the risk I take. So whatever you want to do, if you want to use a helmet, if your head's, you don't have that callus on your head yet, I suggest use a helmet. But now that I have the actual move, I don't need to use it, I just need to use it. So now let me show you some head spins fast. You're going to notice once I'm floating my head spins after I've done my taps, you're going to notice my legs come in and suck in towards my body because I want to make myself into a ball so I can be able to spin a lot. then you can start drilling your head spins like that. So let me do some head spins for you guys. Here it goes. So here, kick, kick. Now, I'm a little busy right now. I'm doing the head spins, which is normal, of course. But as you can see, your legs are gonna find, you're gonna be doing this move so much that you're gonna be able to know how to catch your balance. If you go off balance, as you can kind of see that I did, you can see a couple of my legs a couple times go down and catch myself. And so I found my balance, and then I went into a ball. So I suggest practicing that. The taps. Once you get those taps down, you're gonna want to start floating. The trick is kind of balling up, and you're gonna be able to spin a lot longer. And then once you start expanding yourself out while you're floating, they're gonna get faster, and you're gonna be able to do more different variations. The key in here, in this move is control and timing. So make sure you practice this move a lot. Okay? So you're not gonna get it within 2 weeks if you just practice little movements. So we don't want you guys asking how long this is gonna take, because that's on you. Peace!